Understanding and navigating relationships is an essential part of Stoic philosophy. While Stoicism encourages compassion, patience, and resilience, it also emphasizes the importance of wisdom, knowing when to identify toxic influences and protect one's well-being. Not every person in our lives shares our values or aims to support us. Some may disrupt our peace or subtly chip away at our emotional and mental boundaries. Recognizing these patterns helps us build resilience, uphold our values, and live in accordance with virtue. This discussion focuses on 9 distinct signs of a potentially harmful influence. By becoming aware of these red flags, we can approach relationships with wisdom, maintaining our sense of inner peace and promoting healthy, supportive connections. Sign number 1: pleasure in another's misfortune. A person who derives satisfaction from others' struggles demonstrates a deep lack of empathy, a key quality valued in Stoicism. In Stoic teachings, empathy and kindness are considered essential to forming bonds that uplift both individuals and communities. Marcus Aurelius spoke about humanity as a body, stressing the importance of unity and mutual support. When someone enjoys or dismisses your difficulties, they're failing to engage in this mutual uplift. Their behavior shows a disregard for the common humanity that binds us. Picture this scenario. You've confided in someone about a setback, perhaps a career obstacle or a personal disappointment. Instead of offering empathy, they react with indifference or even amusement. Such a response is not just a lapse in social grace, it's a sign of deeper insensitivity. Identifying this quality helps us avoid further harm, as well as choose companions who reflect and support our values. Stoicism teaches that our lives and virtues are strengthened when surrounded by those who respect our journey. Sign number 2: emotional manipulation. Manipulation is often subtle, cloaked in gestures that may seem caring on the surface, but ultimately aim to control your reactions and emotions. An individual who habitually evokes sympathy to shift guilt or evade responsibility is misusing the power of emotional connection for self-serving ends. For instance, they might play the victim to guilt you into prioritizing their needs or employ blame to make you feel inadequate. Stoic philosophy champions autonomy over one's emotions as a key tenet of freedom. Aware of the dangers of manipulation, Stoics believe that one's reactions to external influences should stem from inner principles rather than external pressures. By recognizing manipulation, we can better guard our emotional autonomy and, as Seneca advised, preserve a peaceful mind by setting firm boundaries. We are not obligated to sacrifice our values or well-being for another's convenience, and identifying manipulation empowers us to honor our emotional independence. Sign number 3: habitual anger. Stoic philosophy considers self-control as foundational to living a virtuous life. A person who regularly expresses anger and hostility indicates an inner turmoil that disrupts harmony. In Epictetus's words, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." When an individual responds to life with uncontrolled rage, they fail to control their judgments, thus allowing external factors to dictate their peace. Imagine someone who lashes out at small inconveniences, turning minor disagreements into major conflicts. This quickness to anger not only affects them, but those around them, creating a hostile environment. Recognizing such behavior allows us to navigate these relationships with caution, perhaps distancing ourselves to maintain inner tranquility. Stoicism encourages us to influence others through example, showing calmness in the face of adversity. Yet when someone continually disrupts peace, withdrawing to protect one's stability aligns with Stoic wisdom. Sign number 4: avoidance of responsibility. One of Stoicism's core principles is accountability. Self-reflection is not just encouraged but essential to personal growth. In contrast, a person who habitually avoids responsibility is evading a key aspect of self-awareness and integrity. Whether it's blaming others for mistakes or failing to acknowledge their role in conflicts, this avoidance disrupts trust and communal bonds. A person who refuses accountability is missing a crucial opportunity for growth and learning. Such behavior makes genuine interaction difficult, as accountability is necessary for trust. By recognizing this, we can manage our expectations and interactions with them, understanding that their denial of responsibility hinders mutual respect. For the Stoic, it is better to act in alignment with one's values than to be burdened by someone else's evasion of responsibility. Sign number 5, isolation. Isolation is a subtle but harmful tactic. Those who attempt to isolate you from your support network often do so to gain control over your decisions. This behavior directly opposes Stoic values, as community and social bonds are integral to personal resilience. Seneca spoke at length about the importance of friendships that nurture and support. Isolation reduces access to diverse perspectives and support, leaving individuals vulnerable. Recognizing this pattern can be challenging, as it often starts with gentle nudges rather than overt commands. However, over time, the result can be a sense of loneliness and dependency on the isolating individual. Stoicism advocates surrounding oneself with people who challenge, support, and enrich our lives. By resisting isolation, we protect our independence and stay grounded in the community's wisdom. Sign number 6, using personal information against you. A person who weaponizes personal information breaches the trust fundamental to all healthy relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of wisdom in sharing vulnerabilities, encouraging caution with whom we entrust our inner thoughts. Such a betrayal of trust is a serious red flag. For instance, someone might use something shared in confidence as a point of leverage during disagreements or to manipulate outcomes. Recognizing this manipulation empowers us to set boundaries, keeping our peace of mind intact. Trustworthy relationships, according to Stoicism, are those based on mutual respect and integrity. When someone violates this, withdrawing that trust becomes a means of upholding self-respect. Sign number 7, lack of remorse. In Stoic teachings, self-reflection and repentance are essential to personal growth. A person who shows no remorse for wrongdoing is not only evading responsibility, but also rejecting a vital process for self-improvement. The Stoics advocated for constant self-examination, believing that virtue comes from recognizing and correcting faults. When someone lacks remorse, they fail to engage in this ethical reflection. This attitude disrupts both personal and communal harmony. For the Stoic, acknowledging faults isn't just a matter of apologizing. It's an opportunity for growth. By recognizing those who refuse to show remorse, we safeguard our values and prioritize relationships that inspire ethical growth. Sign number 8, disrespect for boundaries. Personal boundaries are vital for mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Disrespect for these boundaries shows a lack of regard for your autonomy and individuality. In Stoic philosophy, respecting others' autonomy is a central aspect of justice. When someone disregards your boundaries, they reveal a fundamental lack of respect. This could manifest as intrusions into your personal space, unwanted advice, or continued engagement in topics you've deemed off-limits. Recognizing this sign encourages us to address or distance ourselves from such individuals, ensuring our environment remains respectful and supportive. Stoicism encourages clear boundaries as an act of self-respect and integrity, contributing to a life of inner tranquility and respect for others' autonomy. Sign number 9, repeatedly breaking promises or trust. Trust is foundational to meaningful relationships, and Stoicism regards honesty as essential to a virtuous life. When someone repeatedly breaks promises, they not only fail on a personal level, but undermine the social fabric of trust. This pattern might appear as canceled commitments or inconsistencies between words and actions. Trust, once broken, is difficult to repair. Recognizing this breach allows us to reevaluate the relationship, determining if it aligns with our values. In alignment with Stoic wisdom, this discernment promotes healthy, trust-based interactions. Conclusion: fostering resilience and protecting inner peace. The Stoics believed in fostering resilience through wisdom, integrity, and community support. Recognizing harmful influences enables us to act with clarity, compassion, and commitment to our values. This approach isn't about judging or dismissing people quickly, but about discerning relationships that align with a life of virtue. As you continue on your journey with Stoic practices, remember that true strength lies in maintaining peace amid external challenges. By surrounding yourself with those who honor your boundaries, reflect your values, and respect your growth, you are cultivating a life aligned with Stoic ideals. Thank you for joining us today at Stoic Journal. Recognizing these signs not only protects your well-being but strengthens your resilience, aligning you with the virtues of Stoicism. If you found this discussion enlightening, consider exploring more about the journey toward wisdom and resilience.